there's a way to make an entrance.
This is my destiny.
It was now a conspiracy of witches.
Download Veely today.
When's your audition?
It's about 10:30.
It's fun watching you.
It's fun watching me panic before an audition.
There you go. Ecco.
This will take care of me.
Ecco. Ah, grazie.
This thick, hot chocolate is like...
Melted chocolate in a cup. When one thinks of Tuscany, they think of the beautiful countryside, great wines, olive oils, and that's all true. But it'd probably surprise you to know that the Tuscan region is home to some of the great chocolate producers in the world. In fact, Florence is the birthplace of modern-day chocolate, and we have the Medicis to thank.
Okay.
Ready, champ?
I think so. Okay. So, you want to help me out with the lines? Okay.
There are many wonderful chocolate boutiques here in Florence. In fact, this area has won several international awards. It's been nicknamed La Valle del Cioccolato, or the Chocolate Valley. Vestri is one of my favorite shops around. They make great chocolate. Oh, Leonardo.
Ciao.
Ciao, come stai?
Come va?
Excellent. So what new types of chocolate do you have for me to taste?
We have many.
I know, you got the best chocolate around.
Abbiamo questo, guarda, questo è nuovissimo, questo è un cioccolatino con
With basil.
Sì.
Guys, we have so many different types of chocolate. This is chocolate with basil.
Sì. E questo è fatto praticamente col basilico fresco, fresh basil infusion in a cream.
And you taste the bitterness of the chocolate and almost the sweetness of the basil.
Ecco, questo è quello nuovo al peperoncino con semi di cacao sopra.
So this is with peperoncino, chili peppers. You can really taste the peperoncino. It has a real hit.
Poi guarda, ti do un altro buonissimo, questa è l'arancina siciliana che si fa la
I
candy.
feel like a kid in a candy store. So this is one of my favorites. This is with the orange peel. You guys candy it, and then you dip it in dark chocolate. You can really taste the orange peel, which is nice and sweet and bitter at the same time with the chocolate.
Sì, special. Orange and chocolate is the best for me.
Oh, wow. You know, I'm gonna get wired. With all this chocolate. Anyway, you know what? We're having a party this evening, you know, one of our thematic parties, and it's gonna be all chocolate. So I wanna use your chocolate. You know, start with the best ingredients. Can I have maybe, I don't know, 10 packages of your bittersweet chocolate? Leonardo, thanks a lot. I'll be back next week for sure. Ciao, buddy. Ciao, ciao. When you think of cooking Italian, you often think of pasta with great sauces, carbonara, matriciana, you know, simple tomato sauce. Well, today I'm gonna cook pasta with chocolate. This recipe is penne al cioccolato with anchovies. And no, I'm not pregnant. When cooking savory dishes, or as the Italians say, ricette salate, you might be surprised to know how well chocolate works. And that's because I'm using a premium dark chocolate, not a milk chocolate bar, you know, with tons of sugar. No. It's important to use a dark chocolate that has at least 75% cocoa powder. While my penne are cooking, I'm gonna make the sauce. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil and some garlic. Right in. You want to gently saute it just for a few moments. And now a little bit of peperoncino. Peperoncino really complements the chocolate, gives a little bit of spice. And next, anchovies. Anchovies works really well with the chocolate. I know people think anchovies and chocolate. What, is this guy crazy? And now, of course, the chocolate, and add it right into the pan. I think they're gonna freak out at tonight's meal. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit of fine grated breadcrumbs right in. It actually gives it an interesting texture. This way it will stick on top of the pasta. Otherwise, the chocolate will just run down the noodle. It's like an explosion of flavor. It all comes together to give a really interesting sauce. While my pasta is just finishing up, I'm gonna freshly chop up some parsley and put it in right at the very end. And now, right in.
Hi, Dave.
Hey,
Hi.
so how's your audition?
It's good. You never know.
Sure, you did fantastic.
I tried. It smells awesome. What is it?
3 of your favorite things.
Okay.
Pasta, anchovies, and chocolate.
What?
Pasta, anchovy, and chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Try it.
You brought your A game.
Piena del gumavo che la forture, pecera nella forture, che dice che pensi che fai ma dai a forture.
Ciao, Gabriele.
Morimo per te, quando è bella fa amore con te, ma quando a volte ti voglio passare, quando è bella fa amore con te.
Buongiorno, Anna.
Buongiorno caro.
Come stai?
Io benissimo, grazie.
Bene. We're doing a dinner tonight, stiamo facendo una cena. Ho bisogno di qualche pesce, some fresh fish. Maybe octopus, lobster.
Ragosto mangia un po' e spende tanto.
Sì. Maybe a little bit of i gamberi, some shrimp. You know, I was thinking of doing queste gamberi with a little bit of cioccolato.
No, i gamberi con cioccolato si sciupano, no?
Davvero? No, è
certo.
buonissimo. Anna,
No.
it's fantastic.
No. I gamberi si mangiano al massimo con la maionese.
You just put a little bit of olive oil, garlic, salti in padella, you know, a little bit in the frying pan, and then some chocolate
Ma
sauce.
il cioccolato, ma dove?
A little bit of drizzled chocolate. Sì, benissimo. Bene, ciao cara.
Buongiorno Francesco. Francesco, dai. No, Tracy.
Sei pazzo, Rocco!
Sta bella stocca di rose chic forture, che tiene un mucchio che sa che tocca forture, che dice che pensi che fai ma dai a forture, i morimo per te, tu quando è bella fa amore con te, ma quanta volta ti voglio passare, tu quando è bella fa amore con te, ma quanta quando voglio ti voglio passare.
Using chocolate as a basic ingredient for a savory dish is all about a shift in thinking. Forget about chocolate bars and start thinking of chocolate as a spice. This next recipe is a basic beef stew with chocolate. It's called spezzettino di manzo al cioccolato.
Morimo, 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 moro per te. Quando è bella fa amore con te.
Cooking with chocolate is nothing new. It's actually been around for about 6,000 years. The Mayans actually thought the cocoa bean was a gift from the gods. In fact, they would use it as currency. In Roman times, because they didn't have proper refrigeration, they would actually use cocoa powder as a spice, like cinnamon, to cover up any foul taste or smell. That tradition continued with the Medici family here in Florence. They would prepare a type of hot chocolate with lavender and serve it up to visiting dignitaries. So I'm just cutting up a little bit of smoked pancetta. And for the spezzettino, gives it a nice smoky flavor and works really well with the kind of bitterness of the chocolate. I heat up my pan and add just very little olive oil because the pancetta has a lot of fat, and once the fat gets rendered down, you don't need a lot of oil. And everything into the frying pan. While that's frying up, I'm just gonna add a little bit of flour on my spezzettino. And when you're making spezzettino, you don't have to get the best cut of meat. It is a stew, so it's gonna cook for a while and get nice and soft, so you can actually go for the more inferior cut. I'm just gonna mix it up. That's gonna actually give a little more thickness to the spezzettino. I'll continue to stir it, let the pancetta render down. That's gonna give lots of flavor. And now I'm just gonna throw in all my beef right into the pan. It's important now to keep stirring for about a few minutes. We're gonna be browning the beef, searing it, and mixing all that wonderful pancetta smoky flavor right into the beef. A little bit of salt. And now a little bit of sage. Just rip it up with your hands. And thyme. Next, I'm just going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of sherry. It's important to continue mixing so the meat doesn't get stuck and all the flavors, come together. Once that reduces, just a little bit of vegetable broth, a couple of ladles, let that reduce. And now I'm just gonna cut up the most important thing of this recipe, some fine, bitter chocolate to put in. And right into the pot. See, once you get over the idea of it being chocolate and that it's a spice, there's nothing strange. You just start smelling the richness of the chocolate come right through. And add a little more vegetable broth. I'm just gonna let it cook for about an hour on medium heat. Check it once in a while. If it dries up, add a little more broth. Spezzettino di manzo al cioccolato. So how does bitter chocolate go with wine?
You cannot imagine, teacher, how they fit. I would like to make you understand how beautiful is wine and chocolate together, because I'm in love with chocolate. Nina, can you help me?
Vai, Nina!
Come here.
Be careful,
No.
Nina.
Hey, easy there, Gianluca. I'm in the room, eh?
No.
Go ahead.
While you have some chocolate in your mouth, start drinking wine and tell me what happens.
It's good.
I know very
It's
well.
really good.
Mina, try this. Try this. Okay. All right. Let it melt. Now try some wine. Buonissimo. Good, huh?
to go for a quickie. Now, isn't it nice to know that chocolate really is good for you? They've been doing these chocolate massages here in Florence since the Medici era. It rehydrates the skin and it feels so good. Hey, don't we have a party to go to?
What?
We should get going. Oh.
The chocolate party?
Yeah.
The one you're cooking?
Yeah. Come on, we should get going.
Yeah, we really should go.
Come on, get ready.
Okay, you first. It's your turn. Next one is your turn. Yeah.
Where's Davide?
Max.
So, in keeping with this dinner's chocolate theme, I thought I'd make something quick and simple. This recipe is gamberi al cioccolato. Gamberi al cioccolato is shrimp with chocolate. Now, I know it doesn't sound like an obvious combination, but it works. First thing is using a premium bittersweet chocolate, chop it up into little pieces, and then put it in a bowl. I'll put it over a large pot of boiling water, and this will melt. You know, a bagnomaria. A good tip, when you're melting chocolate, always add a little bit of milk. This will help keep it in the liquid state when it gets cold. This way I can lungare the chocolate, you know, lengthen it so it's very easy to drizzle right on the shrimp. Give it a good stir. For the shrimp, dead simple to clean. I always like to leave the ends of the tail, easy to pick up and becomes the perfect finger food. And to vein the shrimp, remove the little black strip. And there you have it, your veining shrimp. Just keep going. For me, shrimp and chocolate is an amazing combination. The bittersweetness of the chocolate works really well with the sweet meat of the shrimp. Crush some garlic and to keep it whole. This way, at the very end, I can remove it. Now I'm going to saute the garlic in olive oil with my shrimp. I've just prepared a little bit of freshly chopped parsley. First thing, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Heat it up right into a pan. I'm just going to slightly brown my garlic and then add my shrimp. Now, shrimp take no time at all to cook. Right when they get a little pink and then opaque, they're done. Just add a little bit of salt and deglaze it with some white wine. Now, a good tip with parsley. Parsley is so fragrant that you should always put it at the last minute, right when your food is done, just throw it in and it will just elevate a dish. If you put it at the beginning of cooking, it will actually lose its flavor. I'm just gonna plate it, removing the garlic. And now for my chocolate sauce. Just drizzling it right over. Not only does it taste good, but it looks like a piece of art. Gamberi al cioccolato.
Comunque voi donne non
Ciao guys. Hey Gianluca, you holding court?
Oh David!
Mamma mia.
pensavo. Questa è l'impugnatura?
Bravo Gianluca. So Gianluca, you've always shared great recipes with me, especially chocolate ones. Now I got a great recipe for you. A chocolate martini.
Cioccolatini?
Chocolatini. Exactly. This recipe is Gianluca's chocolatini. The good thing about this chocolatini is that it covers the two main food groups, chocolate and alcohol.
Interesting.
Really super simple, my friend.
Okay.
A little bit of ice, okay?
Yeah.
And a couple on the floor. Okay, via. A little bit of vodka, a splash. Okay, you and I are gonna have it, so maybe a little more. So, about an ounce each.
Wow.
Okay? And then an ounce each of any chocolate liqueur.
I see.
Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Now, there's a trick. I'm just gonna let it settle there for a minute. Cut a pear, wet the rim, e dopo fai così.
Beautiful.
That's for you, my friend.
Thanks.
And then for me. And of course, pear and chocolate work really well. No?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Posso? Cheers, my friend.
Chin
To
chin.
friendship and great chocolate recipes. Chin. Chin. Chin.